All right. So I wanted to use this opportunity to share a story with you. I had told this story previously on my old Instagram account, but it was lots of time, as I never got access to it again. And for some reason today, I was thinking that I wanted to do this. This has nothing to do with art, really. I don't know what's impelling me to tell the story, but here I am sharing with you. So, the story is in regards to God's true form, okay? And the story is taken from the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a book of records, maybe, from the Hindu religion. Anyways, in this story, this guy Markandeya is good friends with the Lord, who is incarnate on earth at that point in time. This story takes place like hundreds of thousands of years ago. Um, the Hindus use a different, or Hindu cosmology functions on a different timeline than Christian cosmology, right? So the Earth in Hindu cosmology is like trillions of years old. It's been around since forever. We've had a variety of different ways of life, different like leading species, different forms of human, whatever, um, taking over and losing control time and again. Like everything's a cycle. Anyways, sticking to my story, so at this point in time, Markandeya is present with Lord Krishna, who is God on earth at that time in that clan, and he asks Lord Krishna, "Hey, I've always wanted to see your true form, you know." And Lord Krishna chuckles and says, "Why? Why if you have me here now?" And Markandeya tells him, "Oh, because I know that beyond the physical form that you've given yourself lies your true infinite form, and I would love nothing more than to see that. May I? Since we're so close, whatever." And Sri Krishna is like, "All right, check it out. I will show you my form, but first, can you do me a favor?" And Markandeya is like, "Sure, anything." And he's like, "I want you to go to the neighboring village, and I want you to bring me water from their well." Markandeya had such love and faith and belief in Lord Krishna that he didn't question it. He didn't wonder why he wasn't sent to the well in his town to get, or in his village to get it. All he knew is that God tells him, "Go get water from this well in the next village and return it, and I'll show you my true form." So Markandeya starts the journey. He tells Lord Krishna he'll be back later that day, and that's that. So he starts walking, and as he walks, he reaches the next village. But as he approaches, he sees that there's like storm clouds in the distance, right? So he sees a well inside, and as he starts to approach it, water starts to come down hard, and a young lady standing at her doorway near the well beckons the young brahmachari, because he's basically a man of God at this time. She beckons him to come in to get out of the rain. So he goes to her, and he comes in, and his heart is moved by her kindness, and he stays the night. Not anything like that, but because it's raining, right? So the following morning, the rain passes, and she's like, "I was happy to help a Brahmin or a brahmachari, so off you go." And for some reason, he's like moved by her, and so he decides, "Oh, I'll get the water later, but maybe we can get to know each other." And she says, "Sure." So the days go on, and he finds himself like it's hard for him to like leave this area, right? Then more time goes on, and now him and her are like they've gotten very close. Now they've started a family. Years go on, and now he's like he's engaged with like family affairs and different things that are happening with like different family members, and when you're a parent, like your world disappears, your kid's life becomes your world, right? And so that happens, and then even more time passes. Now he's in his old age, surrounded by family, and as he's about to pass away, his wife says, "Oh, Markandeya, your friend's here to like say goodbye to you." And when he's like, "But all my friends are here," she says, "Well, who's this guy?" And when he looks, it's Lord Krishna, and he realizes, holy shit, like I had gone to get water from the well like 30 years ago, and I just, what happened? And he asks what happened as he starts to look around at his family and looks at Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna smiles at him and tells, "This is my true form." And he's all, "What do you mean?" And Lord Krishna tells them, the life you lived, all the things that happened, the good and the bad, how you got enmeshed in your life living it, that's me. I'm life. I'm everything. And when Markandeya started to realize, he turned around, and it's as if no time had passed at all. They were back, standing by the tree, and Lord Krishna was like, and once you get back with that water, I'll show you my true form. And that's when Markandeya realized, God is not a person. God is not some old man in the sky. And I'm telling you this because it's good for you to know this. Now I'm going to cross-reference with the Bible. In the Bible, when God first reveals himself, he is the I am, as per the book of Exodus. He reveals himself to be I am to Moses. When Moses asks, who is speaking to me? He says, I am speaking to you, saith the Lord. When Moses asks, who are you? The Lord says, I am who I am. God is everything. I know it's hard for some people to understand. Oh, how dare you mix the Christian God with the Hindu da. If God is truly infinite, if God is truly omnipotent, omniscient, you cannot label God. You cannot put God in a box or religion. Like, seriously. The Christians fucking got it wrong when they got it in their fucking head that their religion is true. Really? Religion is older than man. Fucking cavemen, Neanderthals had fucking shamans. What were they praying to? If Noah in the Bible was so pleasing to God, who was he worshiping? Why would God walk with him as a friend? Why would God cast him into hell for not believing in Jesus? Right? I just want to share this because I want you to know God is not limited. If you don't believe in Jesus Christ, if you still believe in God, you're still good. I know people say, I know Jesus Christ said, I am the way, the light, da. If you break it down, I am the way. God is the way. Jesus Christ is in the way. Hey, there's God and there's Jesus, right? Just like there's God and there's Sri Krishna. Even Sri Krishna says, beyond me is my ultimate form. When you're part of God, are you not part of God? Okay, so I just want to make this video because I just feel like it's something people need to know. People seem to think that God is unapproachable, that God is this entity at a fixed point in space somewhere. Nah, God's everywhere. But more importantly, God is right here. All right, I guess that's it. I hope someone saw the video through, and I hope that you're able to gain something from this random fucking video that I made. Okay.